We've got NBA basketball in store for you. We're live at the AT&T Center in San Antonio, Texas. The home of the Spurs, live on 2K Sports. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's check out who's on the floor, courtesy of Gatorade. On the court right now for the Kings, Collison is out there with a Afflalo. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Rudy Gay. And it's Koufos in at the 5, down low.
And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season. But he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers?
And here is Aldridge. After Aaron Afflalo getting his shot to go from deep. Koufos with the block. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. Leonard on the wing. He's covered by Gay. Green passes to Aldridge. 6 to shoot. Over Koufos. Afflalo outside. The rebound by the Spurs.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
A 3 from Leonard. Here's Gasol, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And G.A., he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
Now, here's Green. Here's Parker with the 3. Darren Collison pulls it in. He dishes it to Cousins, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
He is one guy you do not stand in the way of when he decides to attack the rim.
And former Coach of the Year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Collison against Parker. A drive by Collison, and Parker with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one's off Parker. Here's Cousins. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk. And what a pickup to get a guy like Carl, Greg, on their bench, as you mentioned. He's just been a winner, Clark, his entire career.
Well, he's climbing the ladder in the all-time wins category as a coach, and also he's a cancer survivor. He's overcome a battle with cancer, and that also lends itself to having great compassion and respect for George Karl.
As did his son, Kobe.
That's
Remember
right.
that? Yeah.
That's right. It was a family affair.
Now, here's Cousins. Collison kicks to Cousins. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, last season, DeMarcus Cousins had several triple-doubles, but with Cousins, he would have 20-plus rebounds to go along with 20 points and 10 assists. That's amazing for a big man, for any man, as a matter of fact.
And for Cousins, those 20, 20, 10 triple-doubles are an incredibly rare feat. First time, in fact, that we've seen that in the NBA since 2010.
And he was the first big man since the great Wilt Chamberlain to do it in back-to-back games. So Cousins is one of the rare big men who can do it all and has displayed that multiple times last season.
Now here is Aldridge after Darren Collison's miss. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And the Kings making a change here. Caspi, he's checked in for Cousins. Barnes comes in for Rudy Gay. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Aaron Afflalo. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Darren Collison.
Great hustle to turn the block shot into a fast break hoop. That's a big-time play.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Temple dishes to Caspi. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. San Antonio trailing here. Parker outside. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. Aldridge, the pass to Gasol. Over Koufos. Aldridge kicks to Green. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Spurs trail by 4. Parker dishes to Leonard. Pass to Gasol. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
A nice shot by Koufos.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
Now here's Gasol. Shoots a fader. Good. Gasol's got 6. There's 21 seconds left in the first. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Temple the pass to Koufos. Gasol with the defensive effort.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
And that concludes a back and forth. And the San Antonio Spurs have really popularized that unselfish offensive style of play.
Attack and find the open teammate.
There's a lot to be said for knowing, Greg, who you are and what your game plan is, and there may be no other team that gets that better than the San Antonio Spurs.
And Kevin, it helps to have that core of Manu, Tony, and Timmy there as the foundation, and coaches on the floor for each new wave of players that come on board, whether it's Leonard or Splitter, Mills, Green, or any of the other role players that have come through this Spurs organization.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Mills and Manu at the guards. Duncan is out there with Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the San Antonio 5. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
And, you know, guys, Marco Bellinelli really hit his stride 2 seasons ago. He was way up across the board as a shooter and assist man. Even his rebounding had improved over his career averages. But then last year, he took a bit of a step back.
Barnes can't get it to go. And San Antonio shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Second shot opportunity. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
A platoon swap here for Sacramento. Talking about Bellinelli, he won the NBA three-point shootout back in 2014. Looked like he'd perfected his stroke. That gave him, Greg, confidence in every other part of his game.
And talent is one thing, but confidence truly. Does trump almost everything else. And he just didn't seem to have it last season, but he has that craftiness and high-level skill set to really bounce back this year and prove that he's the real deal.
Outside Collison. Kicks it out to Gay. Offensive rebound. Cousins dishes to Collison. Gay against Anderson. Gay kicks to Collison. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Collison's got his second bucket of the game to go.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
Got a piece of it. Duncan outside. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. To the paint. It's deflected. Pass to Mills. The Spurs working the ball around now. Ginobili gets a wide open look. And the three off target. The Kings leading.
There are certain things, guys, that you can always count on in life. Death, taxes, and of course the Spurs winning 50 games in the regular season. Happened for the 16th straight season last year.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
Manu Ginobili is one of the toughest guys you'll ever meet. That goes not just for the NBA, but any sport. I mean, a true competitor in every sense of the word.
On the topic of Ginobili, he's the guy who, when things aren't going well for your team, takes things into his own hands. He takes over, tries to coordinate his will to win is, as Greg Popovich will tell you, out of this world.
I mean, you know, he's not just physically tough, but as mentally tough as anybody, arguably, who's ever played the game. What a big-time performer and a big shot maker.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Aldridge, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
DeMarcus Cousins can really be unstoppable at times on offense. He's shown star qualities ever since he stepped into the NBA. It wasn't until last season that he was voted to the All-Star game.
Afflalo left side. Collison the pass to Afflalo. Collison dishes to Gay. Low block shot on the way. And there are the Kings with another bucket. And back to Cousins last year. He was the first Sacramento King to appear in an All-Star game, which is hard to believe in over a decade. That is a long stretch, a long drought.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, no question he's been doing a lot of heavy lifting here early in his career. But I tell you what, you surround him with some sick talent, and I can see rings in this young man's future.
Kufis checked in for Sacramento. Outside Collison. There's a screen. Shoots the 3. And it's Gay again missing. Spurs trail by 4. It's deflected. Stolen by Gay. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it, the fast break chance. And it's sent back by Aldridge. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
I tell you what, he clearly had a brain freeze on that one. You might just as well keep going straight to the bench.
Sacramento leading by 4. Gay kicks to Afflalo. Back to Gay. Feeds it to Cousins. Shoots from the right block. That one a little long. The dish now to Leonard. From deep three-point. Got it! He got it! And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action, earning a pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they held a 2-point lead. They were outscored by just... All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's...
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
What a night so far for Leonard. He's got 8 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
I love the rhythm his outside stroke has produced today.
On the floor for Sacramento, we've got Rudy Gay. Aflalo is out there with Collison. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Koufos in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Parker against Collison. Aldridge inside. Nobody near Leonard. And a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. And that's now 10 points for Leonard. And for the Kings, they're shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. A nice shot by Koufos.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
And it's just hard to imagine the Spurs without Coach Popovich on the sidelines. He's the longest tenured coach in the NBA and has done so much for this team. Easily one of the best coaches in the history. And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Cam. The drive by Cousins. Kicks it to Collison. Gay outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. A platoon swap here for Sacramento. Just 3 to shoot. Temple. Here's Cauley-Stein. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And the second free throw, good.
You know, guys, in a draft that had a lot of top-tier big men as the top picks, Willie Cauley-Stein is a little bit the forgotten man, if you will. But he can be a very impactful player now and down the road as well.
And it comes off the front of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you can see the frustration on his face.
And then Leonard with the dunk.
Hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
it's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Greg, with Cauley-Stein, his defense is the first thing that you notice. Very adept at shot blocking already. Does a lot of things, Clark, very well.
But, Kevin, I think it's his agility and the way he moves his feet defensively as a 7-footer. He literally can defend all 5 positions.
That's a great point. His perimeter defense, I mean, against smaller players, something to behold.
Outstanding. Putting you in. Let's go.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. And he gets it to go. That's now 8 points for Aldridge.
Boy, that was a thing of beauty by Parker.
The feed to Bellinelli. Now the pass to Barnes. This is to Temple. Barnes passes to Temple. Leonard with the steal. Pass to Gasol. Parker kicks to Green. Down low. Aldridge inside. He goes up again. Sacramento grabs the miss.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Green against Barnes. And he banks in the layup. Barnes has got 4 points this quarter.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
And here's Green outside. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got his 3rd assist on the night.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Clearly a 2-for-1 situation here, guys.
Oh, without question, Greg. I mean, the wise move would be to get themselves a quick shot so they have an opportunity to get that 2-for-1.
Here's Caspi, and the rejection by Leonard. And here comes Leonard, leading the fast break. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. Kings have gone 6 of 10 from the field in the third quarter. The drive by Collison. Cousins dishes to Collison. Drains the three-pointer. Collison's got 9 points. 9 seconds left in the third. And Patrick Mills gets that whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
And not afraid to put his body on the line either, Greg. He took a shot for the team in that situation.
Got a piece of it. And San Antonio calls the first timeout of the game.
They've been committing a lot of turnovers, and I imagine that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They need to tighten it up.
All right, fans, one more time. Keep it going for yours. Silver.
That will count. No good on that last second attempt there. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third quarter. Both teams putting up. All right, the fourth quarter of action getting underway. We've had a great one so far with both sides coming to play. Spurs trail by 4. Mills and Manu at the guards. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Anderson. And it's Duncan in at the center position. That's the San Antonio 5.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
The drive by Collison. Off the inbound, no good. And San Antonio shooting well, 50% from the floor. And stolen by Koufos. And there's Darren Collison on the assist by Cousins. 11 points for Darren Collison. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Kings.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ball game.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
And the Kings making a change here. Caspi, he's checked in for Cousins. Barnes comes in for Rudy Gay. Bellinelli, he's checked in for Aaron Aflalo. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Darren Collison. Temple, the pass to Bellinelli. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, over that break, I was able to catch the message George Karl was giving to his team. His advice clear-cut. I want to see you playing to win, not playing not to lose. I don't care what the lead is. We do not back off.
And Caspi kicks to Bellinelli. Koufos with it. Duncan is there. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Bellinelli dishes to Barnes. Here's Ginobili, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And he can't get the first one.
Taking 2 shots.
And you know, guys, Manu Ginobili's relationship with Greg Popovich has been really interesting over the years. In the beginning, Pop obviously had a rigid system. Ginobili played with a lot more freestyle and freewheeling nature. The two clashed heavily early on, as one might expect.
Temple the pass to Koufos. He kicks it to Temple. Bellinelli dishes to Barnes. Sacramento moving it around. Pass to Bellinelli. Now Caspi. It's stolen by Duncan. And now the fast break. Ginobili with the ball. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where
they can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Sacramento. So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And the Kings will go for a different look here. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Caspi. Gay comes in for Barnes. Aaron Aflalo. He's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's Collison in for Garrett Temple. Collison kicks to Aflalo. Collison with it. Now Green defending. The drive by Collison. Shot clock at 2. Aflalo, no good. Spurs trail by 3. And the Spurs pushing it up now. Gasol's shot is good.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Unloads from 9. Koufos with the block. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Collison, the pass to Aflalo. Back to Collison. The drive by Cousins. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
And now both teams really in a groove.
This game already, guys, was high scoring, but they've really amped and ramped it up to another level down the stretch.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Offensive rebound. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter. Collison dishes to Cousins. Count!
They don't get any bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to him.
Parker up top. He's covered by Collison. Leonard, the open look. And it's Leonard again missing. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. I mean, now's the time to use the clock to your advantage. Take your time. Milk the clock a little bit.
.43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Collison, no good.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with a miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him. Boy, it's a scary sight when Kawhi Leonard starts lighting it up like this.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please bring back the Spurs dance team.
Here's Gay. Aflalo outside. He feeds it to Cousins. Aflalo against Green. In the corner. Collison with it. Connects from downtown.
Well, there's not much you can do when Collison is on like he is now.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Boy, a chance to tie it up with the game on the line. This is what we live for. I want to see what happens right here.
Leonard kicks to Parker.
Timeout.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They trail by 3. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
It's really hard to get an open look at a 3 in this situation because the defense knows you need it and they're swarming you the whole time. However, they've got to get it done if they hope to tie the game.
San Antonio calls timeout. They're down by 3. 3 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
They need a 3 to tie, and they have enough time here to get a good look if they play their cards right. We'll see how they do.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cousins.
You take a risk with those long passes. They're lucky the D couldn't collect them.
Out of bounds. Still Spurs.
Leonard. Oh, he had a chance there to...